99.7 FM, and this morning we have a very important conversation because this year Heritage Christian University marks a significant milestone. Its 10th anniversary under the theme Marvelous What God Has Done, and over the past decade the university has remained committed to academic excellence, entrepreneurship, character formation and community impact. And as the university celebrates its journey, we're privileged this morning to have Professor William Atuilik, who is Vice President and Provost of Heritage Christian University, to share insights into the university's achievements and vision for the future. Prof, good morning, and thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, my brother.
Congratulations to you had the presidential charter. The last time we were speaking, it was Heritage Christian University College.
Correct.
Now we've taken away the college.
Correct.
Full university.
And we thank God for the privilege to have this status so we can serve better.
I mean, let's talk about some of the things you've been doing. I mean, we talk about entrepreneurship, training and innovation. You know, over the past decade, Heritage Christian University has placed some strong emphasis on entrepreneurship. What are some of the university's key achievements in equipping students with entrepreneurial skills and opportunities?
Thank you very much. We are very glad to be able to say that all of our graduates, if for nothing at all, they all have very clearly embedded in their minds that the solutions to Ghana's problems is entrepreneurship. And so for most of them, are doing things either on their own, and those who are in employment are helping one way or the other with some side hustles, doing some work. But significantly, we've created a number of student-led businesses, most of which are doing very well, mainly in agriculture, in poultry, in piggery, in farming, and in processing agricultural produce to juices, and in catering, and and fashion. A number of young men and women starting their own business, some combining it with corporate work, others doing that as their main work. And we are very proud that a lot more will follow suit doing entrepreneurship. And we are persuaded beyond doubt that the solution to Ghana's challenges is having the young men and women to have a mindset that they will be the source of solving the problems, and they will create employment and jobs by themselves and for themselves, and bring along their colleagues rather than waiting for employment. We are very, very proud of that accomplishment, and we can see that the future looks very bright as we keep emphasizing entrepreneurship. You cannot complete heritage without being persuaded in your mind that entrepreneurship is the way to go. And
you do this by also assisting them with grants, which enables them to set up.
Oh yes. So not only do we teach entrepreneurship, as every program you take 2 entrepreneurship courses, but we do have a degree in entrepreneurship as well. But the important part of it is the practical aspect, where our Center for Entrepreneurship, Philanthropy and Ethics provides what I call hand-holding support to all of our students, and indeed the entire heritage community who are interested in business, by teaching them practical ways of starting businesses, managing businesses, drafting business plans, and solving business problems, and so on and so forth. We also provide financial grants to students who every year we do it. We call it it's our flagship program for our Center for Entrepreneurship, Philanthropy and Ethics, the Heritage Startup Challenge, where each year students compete with various business ideas. The brightest ideas are rewarded with grants. The capital for grant each year is 200,000 Ghana cedis. The first one is 100,000, the second is 60,000, the third is 40,000. This is quite significant for students who are still in school, and through that process we have churned out a number of them. So we do not only give the grant, we continue to support you by providing coaching and other consulting services to these young beginning business men and women until they are able to stand on their own. And we have over 25 of such businesses currently running, owned by our students, initiated as a result of the support that we provided to them.
Great. So let's talk about, student enrollment and program expansion. How has the student enrollment grown over the years, and what are some of the notable programs or academic initiatives that have been introduced to meet the needs of students and the job market?
We started the university with only 7 academic degree programs. 5 in business, 1 in theology, and 1 in information technology. But thankfully, over the years, we have grown the portfolio of programs now to 21. And we have in about 10 of the programs lined up at the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission awaiting approval so we can add to the portfolio. So from business, IT, and theology, we've now gone into the sciences. So we have programs in nursing and midwifery. We have programs in psychology, communication studies, and multimedia technology. We have programs in information technology, information security. We have programs in business, in all of the areas, marketing, accounting, human resource management, entrepreneurship. We have programs at the graduate level as well. We have 4 master's programs, and about 6 of them in the process to be approved by GTech in accounting and taxation and finance and human resource management and Christian studies. So the portfolio of programs have grown and still growing. We are hoping that we will be able to roll into our portfolio medical laboratory, the allied health sciences, and then law, pharmacy, engineering. So we are growing, and we are very thankful to God for where we have come so far within the period of 10 years.
Great. And this morning we're joined by Professor Williams Atuilik, who is Vice President and Provost of Heritage Christian University. We're having a conversation about the university that turns 10 years this year. They also have a presidential charter. It means they can award their own degrees. So let's look at community and societal impact, because beyond academics, how has Heritage Christian University contributed to the broader community and Ghanaian society, particularly in areas like job creation, social impact, and national development?
I have just told you that to date we have graduated about 450 students. That's very modest, but we are very proud to say that in excess of 95% of them are gainfully engaged.
Wow.
The majority of them doing things by themselves. These are people who would have been part of the the unemployed association. So we've made a modest contribution. But if you ask me, the most important contribution we have made to the development of this country is character formation. We do not only teach our students to be creative and to be entrepreneurial. We do emphasize the need for maintaining good values from the Christian perspective. Our core values are very heavily emphasized in the teaching and learning process. Character, conviction, character, creativity, compassion, and community service. These are things that we emphasize throughout the entire teaching and learning process. And we think that a society where the people are well behaved, where people have integrity and do not do what is unacceptable, and live by the good values of society, that is the biggest thing that many educational institutions churn out very brilliant and intelligent graduates lacking of character. The emphasis we place on this, I think, is a very significant contribution we are making to the Ghanaian society.
Great. So if I get you, beyond the degree, that person should be of value to his society.
Absolutely.
And that person needs a good character. And that's what you do. How do you instill that good character that you talk about?
A number of ways. First of all, in our teaching process, every faculty member in every lesson would want to relate the subject matter being taught to how it impacts society and what kind of values system are required for that particular subject matter that has been taught to be operationalized. So from year 1 to the last year, every lesson that you sit in, you are constantly reflecting on the values required to operationalize the concepts or the phenomenon that has been taught. Beyond that, we want to be role models on campus. So we live as a community reflecting the various values that we teach. And we have academic advisors and mentors trying to rally around to bring to the attention of all members of the community the need to live the values that we espouse so that we can positively impact society. We do say that the end result is how we serve God and our neighbors in society with the gifts that He has given us. So we sharpen those gifts through teaching, and then the end result of the gifts God has given you, which you develop and polish, is how you use it to serve Him and to serve society. Okay. So by the time you are done, you must be very deviant, not to want to. Of course, in society we have different kinds of people, but the bulk majority of the people that go through our system would at least always remember the need to be a person of integrity as you serve.
Great. So let's look at the vision for the future as you mark 10 years. What are the key aspirations and strategic plans for the next decade?
Thank you very much. We want to be a university promoting excellence in science, technology, and entrepreneurship. Science, and that is where we are seeking to roll on a number of science programs, allied health sciences, the pharmacy, ultimately the medical sciences, and we are positioning ourselves to be able to do that in the future. Also, technology, we place a very, very, very big emphasis on technology, and so we are positioning to build infrastructure and architecture that will make us one of the state-of-the-art university, embracing emerging technologies and embedding it in everything else that we do. We think that the future really lies in the use of leveraging on technology to do everything, and entrepreneurship. We will not go away from entrepreneurship. So these three key pillars, science, technology, and entrepreneurship, we want to also roll out more graduate and postgraduate programs in these areas so we can leverage on the modest success we have chalked so we can serve Ghana and Africa better.
Great. So in case we want to get in touch with you, when is the next batch of admissions? So and what courses are on offer so people can get in touch with you? Well,
thank you very much. You can get in touch with us through our website, hcu.edu.gh, which is heritagechristianuniversity.edu.gh. We are on all the social media handles, and if you use the name HCU or Heritage Christian University, you will get us. But you can reach us on telephone numbers 055 102 6164 or 054 777731. The sevens are 5. So 054 777731. Admission is closed for the current enrollment season will open in August.
Okay.
And so, but the graduate programs, the MSc Accounting and Finance, MSc Accounting and Taxation, MSc Human Resource Management, and MA Christian Studies, admission is ongoing.
Okay.
We do monthly enrollment because those programs we roll them over each month. They are modular.
Oh, okay.
So you take 12 modules, and each module it's open for a new cohort to be enrolled. So those seeking admission into the MSc programs, they can contact us through any of the numbers and on the website that I have just mentioned, and we'll be very glad to welcome them to our community.
Thank you very, very much, Professor Williams Atuilik, who is Vice President and Provost of Heritage Christian University. Thank you for making time to join us this morning. Once again, congratulations on your presidential charter, and wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, and we are very thankful to Joy. You have been great partners, and we admire the contribution that you are making to the Ghanaian society. Thank you very much for having me.
Great. This is a Super Morning Show. Stay with us. More after these.